Hello everyone. I was about to say good morning, but it's hard to say good morning when it's 11:30 and it's so close to noon. Y'all, okay, today I hope this turns out super cute because in my mind it's super cute. I am going to be working on one of the slides, the interchangeable slides that go on the Pedestal Spindles. Well, no, I can't get it back on. There we go. I'm working on one of our Christmassy slides. It's the Angel Gingerbread slide. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Every time I hold them up, they just start falling off. I'm going to make sure that I am on, actually. Okay, here's the Angel Gingerbread. Isn't she so cute? Let's see here. I love her. Y'all, it has been, I just don't really feel like doing anything kind of day. One of those days. And this is the Sugar and Sugar and Spice Christmas Gingerbread slide. Isn't that adorable, y'all? These are so stinking cute. I think they're so stinking cute. And then we have Sweet Holiday Wishes slide, and it's got like the gingerbread icing piping around it. But I hope y'all love these. I do. I hope you love them as much as I do. Weren't those bookmarks yesterday? Those turned out so stinking cute. But these are the kind of fall Thanksgiving-y slides that we have. Just the single pumpkin. And y'all, I'm in love with these. Welcome to our patch. And these just slide off. And hello pumpkin. I'm going to move these. Maybe put these back here while I work on our little gingerbread angel. What's everybody been up to? On Mom's page, I'm not really able to see comments, and on my page, I'm not really great at seeing comments because I'm working. Hey Shirley, yes, y'all be sure and let me know when you hop on. I might go ahead and glue this part back here. This is what holds the slide on. So this will be glued to the back of the slide, and then it just allows the little stem to slip off and on. But I might go ahead and get that gluing together. Well, of course I just gobbed it out. And you don't need to go crazy with the glue because it dries so much faster. And also, you don't want the glue like poking out on here because it's a pretty snug fit for the slide. Let me grab this paper towel from yesterday to wipe my hands with. Okay, so you just glue the solid piece on top of the little U-shaped piece, like so. Can y'all, maybe y'all can see that? And then I'm going to put that aside for a little later. And y'all, I have been painting with chalk paste because it's very easy to access and it's just right there. So, but you use whatever paints and things you have, any kind. Hey Deborah, from Arkansas, nice. Hey Johnny. So glad y'all took the time out of your day to join me. So y'all, any kind of acrylic paint y'all have around the house, use those. I don't know. This is cherry chalk paste. I'm assuming it's still available, but I don't really know that to be factual. Yeah, I thought I did so good getting stuff out today. But I am going to paint the background this beautiful cherry red color. But like I said, y'all do not have to use chalk paste. I have it here because Mom does so much chalk couture stuff, and it's out on shelves on her wall, and it's actually a beautiful decoration. I don't have to look for anything. So it's just easier. And today's just one of those days where I just don't feel like digging. I don't feel like doing a whole lot. If I'm being totally honest, I could easily go get on the couch and have a little nap, have a little siesta. I have gotten, I've been to the post office, I've been to work out, and I've gotten stuff on my shirt that I had on when I was working out. So if you notice, this is one of Mom's. I do love a good cut t-shirt. Do y'all think she'll notice hers disappearing? Because I really love this, and I love pink. Let's see here. Set that aside, let that start drying. And I'm just gonna lay the lid back on that. What's everybody been up to? Oh, I'm so glad you clicked over to my page. Hey, Miss Judy. So glad y'all are on here with me. And yes, probably need to I'm the worst at introducing myself, but my name is Jenny. If you don't know me, I'm Debbie's daughter. And I have my own Facebook page. It's called Just Jenny. I've got a couple bright whites out. And then like this, I think this is going to be white because, you know, like the piping on the gingerbreads. I don't know why I got so prepared with all the white, but I did. And I'm just going to take one of these daubers and kind of try just dabbing it on like, dabbing the dauber. Y'all, we woke up and the sun was out for a little bit, but it's not raining. Scratch that, it's not raining. It's just clouded back up. And I'm kind of worried. Y'all know I've got my friend that's homeless that when I see him, I take him food. Well, I saw him today, so I took him some food. And someone gave him a puppy, which I don't know if he really needs a puppy, but I know that he's probably lonely, and that puppy is going to bring him so much company. And I got out and petted the puppy and talked to him for a little bit. And I also went and got a little puppy food too. He said he had some, whoever gave the puppy to him, they had given him some puppy food too, but I got him some more. I don't know what kind of little dog it is, but it's as cute as it can be. All right, there's our piping, and I might need more than, I've just got myself in a pickle. More than one coat on these, probably will. But y'all, I love this little gingerbread. Isn't she adorable? I'm calling it a little girl. I think she's so stinking cute. And I'm going to be using camel. Just get you a gingerbread color. I don't really know. I mean, there's probably a paint color called gingerbread. I don't know that for sure. And honestly, you could probably just do like a little stain. That tobacco, the Dixie Belle, this one, it's right here. That would probably be a good gingerbread color too, if we're just being honest. Hey, Carolyn. And y'all, unfortunately, with my head down, I do miss a lot of comments. But I do enjoy when I do get to sit down. That doesn't happen a whole lot. But when I do get to sit down and just not really do a whole lot, I do like to go back and read comments and try to respond to y'all. I thought I'd change things up. Oh, you know what? For his mouth, I am going to try to take a little black marker, but also I'm just going to clean it for her mouth. Clean out the little etching on it. And I just used, I found a thumbtack earlier. That's what I used for that. And then let's paint her little angel wing gingerbread arms. And I'm going to try to do the icing on her and her wings with just a paint pen. And I hope that there is some paint left in the paint pens. All right, that's looking good, good, good. There we go. But I don't really think she's gonna need a second coat. I don't think. I am going to get my little dryer out and start drying these. So maybe I'll be able to see. Yeah. Hey, Anita. I am just I'm not really pooped. I mean, I have energy. I just don't want to use my energy. Like I said, I've been to the post office. I've spilled drink on me. That's why I'm in one of Mom's shirts. And y'all let me know, do you think she'll notice it missing? Because I kind of want to keep it. Exercise. So, it's just one of those days where I could just, like, say, after I do this, although I do need to go home and cut because I got several orders, thank y'all so much, to cut bookmarks, the ones I did yesterday, and just some other fun projects. Deborah, yes, I did. I took them water and puppy food, and I took him food too. And they had like a little collar that was way too big and kind of had it wrapped around itself to tighten it up enough. But I got it a little, like a little puppy harness. And so when I gave him his food, the puppy was like, oh, food. So then I gave the puppy his food. I think it's a little boy. I didn't really look. It's a cute little puppy, and I miss my girls. But I have a lot on my plate right now. So, let's see here. I try to do cardio at least 5 days a week because I'm really working on strengthening my lungs since I was so sick. So I try to do cardio, and then I've been doing like some of the weight machines. In fact, I've got my arms tired. So I did legs today. I did arms yesterday, and last night I told Stella, I said, you're going to have to kind of help Mama out because I can't pick you up, honey. I was already starting to get sore. So that's what I've been doing. Oh, Deborah, and yeah, and today I stopped and I chatted with him, and I feel like he's had a stroke. I don't know that, but he can't talk really well. But I did chat with him, and he was so happy to have that little puppy with him, y'all. And that I told him, I said, you know what? That little thing is going to bring you such company. And I do think that he lives outside because I asked him, you know, where he stayed. And he pointed down the highway and said he had a little area. So I'm assuming he's got like a little tent or something. I don't really know because I couldn't really understand him very well. And even he said he was having a hard time talking today. So I'm wondering if he hadn't had a stroke or something, because like I said, I've seen him up and down the road, you know, getting to and from where he likes to sit. And he really just uses one side of his body. And the way that he wasn't really able to talk very well, that I didn't ask him. I might ask him next time. Not meanly. And not just trying to be nosy. Because I promise I'm not. I don't know. I just have a heart for people who need help, I guess. But yes, so he has a puppy, and while he might not need a puppy, that little dog is going to be such great company for him. And that's all you know. Thanks so much for the stars, guys. And hey, if y'all don't mind sprinkling me out, sharing me out, so that other people who might not know about me can find me. And you know what? I think that I'm going to use, I got the Distress Oxide out, and I think I'm going to use it like around the edges of my gingerbread man, like where he's gotten golden brown. Hey, Judy, you still getting rain too? I told him it was kind of sunny here when we got up, but it's really clouded back up now. Let me see. Do I really need to? I might do a quick second coat of the white. Just a quick one. Just hit the high spots. But anyhow, so do y'all ever have those days where I mean, I do have a little bit of energy left, but I just kind of want to, and it might be the weather too, because it's clouded up. It's got me not wanting. What I'd really think would be a nice day is just reading a book or something. Get it nice and cool in the house, because it's still hot outside here. But get it cool in the house and get a blanket and start reading a book or looking at a magazine or something. All right. I think that'll be good for the white. And then I think I am going to make him like some golden brown edges with this. Do y'all love, I love this Distress Oxide. And I start with, I try to start with just a little. Oh yeah, he needed this. She needed this. Maybe it is a little boy. But I'm just going to kind of go around the edges. I don't know if y'all can, it's just a hint of crisp golden brown. But I think that makes him look like more of a real gingerbread. I love this Distress Oxide though. And I probably didn't even really need to put it around the arm, because his little arms are going to be glued back on. So maybe didn't need to do that bit, but it's okay. It's not going to hurt to do it. Can y'all just see how he's just got kind of shadows around the edges? Like he's crisp and golden. And I might add some. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it around the edges of the red. But, and then the reason I think it's a little girl is because I'm going to give her pink cheeks, because I got some pink out. Ballet slipper. Okay, actually, you know what I might try to do first? And like I said, I'm going to try to do this piping with the paint pen, because I say try because I feel like we use these a lot, and then I'm like, I wonder if we've replaced them. So I'm always kind of half expecting to run out of it. And there's lines etched in on the little arms and around her head, her little piping halo, to show you where to color the pipe, to do the piping. Oh, I might have just got too much coming out. I tend to do that. That's easy to do. I get it flowing too good. But do y'all love gingerbreads? Y'all let me know if you love gingerbreads, because I do. I really love eating them. Oh, goodness. That wasn't dry, and I just drug my brush back, this little paint pen, and I'm just gonna kind of accentuate some of the areas. Maybe the top of her little legs. Let's see here. This arm, I think, goes on this side. I just like adding a little bit of extra highlights and stuff. It doesn't really need it. I mean, you don't have to for sure. But I do like, I wonder what there's the lid. I was supposed to say, y'all, I have lost that lid. Okay, and now hopefully I've got black in here for her little eyes. And like I said, it's etched on here. There's an outline, so you know where to do the little eyeballs. And sometimes I get wild and get outside the lines. And it's totally fine if you do. Look, maybe add some little dots to my lines. There we go. She's looking so cute. I guess I could put my paintbrush in there, and y'all, these daubers, it's been, oh, you know what I love? I love ginger snaps. I don't really, you know what? That's not true. I made them with lock one year. I had a little kit. And anyhow, I'm just going to take the end of the dauber and get some pink on it. And like I said, y'all, you do not have to use chalk paste. Use whatever kind of paints you have. These are just, they're very easily accessible, and they're out, and I can see all the colors. And then I'm just going to put it there on her little cheeks. Y'all, Stella is so funny. I'll call her like Sweet Cheeks or stuff like that, and she'll say, I'm not Sweet Cheeks, I'm Stelia. And I'm just, it's the sweetest thing in the world. It's just the sweetest. I'm not Sweet Cheeks, I'm Stelia. And I kind of love the name Stelia now. I've kind of fallen in love with it. But anyhow, she's not Sweet Cheeks, she's Stelia. Or I'll call her my little turkey, or she doesn't correct me when I call her Stella Bug. She lets me call her Stella Bug. But I don't know if I finished saying it, but somewhere has these really thin, crispy ginger snaps. And I don't know where they come from, but I think that my sister-in-law has gotten them from somewhere. Maybe Trader Joe's or something. Y'all, they are delicious. I'm just going to give her little cheeks a second coat. And then I'll just wipe the end. I'll put it in the water and try to clean it up in a little bit. So, anyhow, I do love ginger snaps, gingerbread. Locke and I made some. Maybe we can get us another little, excuse me, I got strangled. Another little kit. And because we didn't have Stella Bug yet. Okay, now let's start putting our little angel together. And I might get me a little paintbrush. I like to spread this the glue out. And you know what? For this, because it dries clear, I might just go around the edge. And of course I'm going to spread this out, but this might be better. Than trying to get it on my icing directly on there. And then I can just use, because y'all know I got way too much. Then I can use the way too much that I have. And that is going to dry clear. I might put the dryer on it a little bit. But I can use all this excess for gluing her pretty little arms on. I mean, her little angel wing hands. Because she's a little angel, because her little piping is her halo. Y'all, I hope y'all love these. Y'all let us know. Do you like the interchangeable, the slides? We've got the slides, and we've got some interchangeable signs. We've got the tripod sign. Oh my goodness. Oh, y'all, well, I was so close to being finished with her, but then somehow I must have had a little red on me. Let me just fix her little arm, because I got some red on her. There we go. Now, did I show her to you? I don't know if I showed her to you or not put together. But isn't she adorable? So cute. Let's see here. And I will need some more. I was just going to try to dry some of this glue before I finish so that you could see how cute it looks and you won't see like the glue smear. Oh goodness. Because I did get excessive with it. But it's not coming off. Alright. But anyhow, this glue, y'all probably seen us use it tight bond, quick and thick. It holds these wood cutouts wonderfully. And if you spread it out, thin it out, it kind of grabs on a lot quicker. But it still gives you a little bit of time to move things around, because I need longer. Hot glue grabs on too fast for me. And I got too much on her head. So I'm just spreading out a thin layer so that it grabs on more quickly. And there are lines to let you know where to put your gingerbread, your little angel gingerbread. So cute. And I am going to run the dryer for a little bit longer. Maybe that'll help it, because then I've got to flip it over and put the little slide piece on. I want to make sure she looks mostly straight. Make sure I've got her in the lines. Yes, I think I do. But if you make sure you get her in the lines, Then you'll know she's standing straight. Whew. These things, these little, they're not really, they're craft heat tools. And they definitely put out the heat. They put out the heat. And while I'm heating her up, oh, Kathy, you love, I'm so glad. Thank y'all so much for sprinkling me out. And thank you for stars. I get so excited when I see my post shared and stars. It doesn't take much to get me excited. Oh my goodness. She's just so cute. I want to make sure that I don't slide her around too much. Let's see here. Let's put her on the tall one. And I'll show y'all how I do this. It's very elementary. Let me make sure this writes. Because all I do is I put it kind of where I think I want it. Let's see here. And that looked pretty good to me. But all I do is kind of figure out where I want it to sit on the slide. Now, I'm sure that you can do measurements and stuff. And let me just make sure that, I want to make sure she's standing pretty straight. Yeah, that looks good. And then I just take my pen and I draw a line, a straight line, where I want it to be glued. And then it's as straight as I'm gonna get it. So then what you want to do is add some glue. And like I said, you don't want to get too much glue like I just did, because you don't want it like gushing out into this area, because that's where this piece slides onto. So you don't want there to be, because it's a pretty snug fit. Okay, and then I just line it back up with the line I made. And then I'm gonna let that sit there for just a moment. Maybe I can see, let's see here. Somebody said something. Do you buy the stand and everything together? Okay, you can get all, because there's 3 different size stands. So you can order whatever size you want, or if you want all 3, you can get all 3 stands together or separately. And then you just buy which, like some people might not like the Hello Pumpkin sign, or what's this one? Welcome to our patch. They might not like that one, or just the pumpkin. So we did those individual. And hey, Jeannie, I'm so glad you're watching. Oh, do I see Misty's on? Hey, Misty. I think she's adorable. So I'm just going to let that dry a little bit while I hee-haw around. But anyhow, so you can get, if you want all 3 of the stands, you can buy those together in a set. Or if you just want the tallest one, you can just buy it separately. So we've got them priced separately. And then whichever slides you want, you just buy those individually. And that's what it looks like on the back. And I do recommend, if you're going to put these out, for you to paint the backs. But this was just, I did this live one day, and so I did not paint the back because I was just trying to be quick. Thanks so much, guys. I hope y'all love these. Ginger Girl, that's perfect, Ginger Girl. Yes, and y'all, look, your kids can even paint these. They're so easy. Because look, I mean, we've got the etching to show you where everything goes. So it's really simple to do, but they're so much fun. So there's the sugar and spice with the little gingerbread down at the bottom. Oh, and then this one says Sweet Holiday Wishes, and it's just got the gingerbread piping around it. Let me scoot her over so you can see her, because I can barely see her. But anyhow, so these are the kind of Christmas ones that we're doing, and I might work on some more, but I don't know. Time's kind of running out for all of that. Oh, thank you, Judy. Thanks so much for joining me and sprinkling and for sending stars. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much, y'all. I'm so glad y'all like her. And y'all let me know, do you think Mom would miss this shirt? Because if you don't think she will miss it, because she does have a lot of clothes, then I might just keep it. Because I feel like people at Planet Fitness are probably getting tired of seeing the same 5 shirts. And if I wash clothes throughout the week, I might wear my favorites twice a week. Do y'all do that? I hope other people do that too. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'm headed to the wood shop to get to cutting some of those bookmarks and the Back Again snowman. I can't remember. There's so many that I'm working on. And Vintage Santa, that has been one. But these are all of the kind of Thanksgiving fall that we have out there. And then we're adding all the gingerbreads in, the Sweet Holiday Wishes, sugar and spice, and they're already on the site. Everything's under the Pedestal Spindle. Y'all have a great rest of the afternoon. Thanks so much, guys. Bye-bye.